took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not. Still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 49. 44.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7.
Check 25. Check
25. X3. 218. Chopper.
Squeeze, double.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Hey, Irvin. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here we go. Check 55, come on. Check 55.
Protein spill.
Slam.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
80 weapon. Hey, shoot.
To throw again. Herbert. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Go. I got you, son.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is fielded at the 7. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Hey, wahoo!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Los Angeles.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Great.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Move. Now.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, check.
Hit it.
They'll try to left side. Vaughn. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6-6, pull it high.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 13, check 13.
On the ground, it's Eckler, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bomber.
Jet safety, jet safety. Shit. Bang, 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 bang.
Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Whip.
Topper.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
General West.
SOS. Mike 55.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Haywood.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Yep.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure you're...
It got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They run with Howard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot.
55, Mike 55.
Yo, go. Ready.
Off play action. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 55.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Set. 10 logo.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Eckler. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Oh!
Hey, check right. Watch it decline. Yo.
X3, 218, chopper.
55, Mike 55. I'm coming.
Bravo.
Mike 55, Mike.
Go.
2nd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
65. Hey, watch it.
Hey. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, L.A. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
26-yard line.
Ready? March 49. Focus, defense, focus.
Here's 2nd and 8. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
The Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, this is Howard. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Go.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one good for 37 yards.
It's a gain of 37. Complete to Mike Gesicki. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Howard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Double.
Yep. Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That puts a good dent into their 1st down setback. It's a pickup of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go, go.
55, 955. Hey, eat.
Yeah. Five.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
60 outlaw.
Here we go, here we go.
Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Look at me. Door, door. Hey, echo.
Check two.
Go.
Back to throw. Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin.